How's everybody doing? Start off this vid as usual with the coin market cap over 200 billion today, so that's nice. We're up a little bit. That's always a good thing. We can see if you look here at the lines, price graph all in green, a lot of green, and all in an upward movement. So that's a positive note to start the day. BTC is around 7,500 USD. I can't believe this Binance coin thing. It's so funny. Look at that. $14. Can't use Binance anymore because I'm in New York, which I'm going to talk about in this video today. Monero's always fascinated me. I'm going to do a video on that one. I'm constantly checking it out. Cardano is down at 13, moved down a notch. Tron's in the 12 spot today. Tron, what a funny coin, huh? I have to do something on that one. Cosmos, a new favorite, it seems. I have to explore this one. Seems to be a new little darling. I have to check that out. Ethereum Classic, how do you feel about Ethereum Classic? I would love your opinions on that one. Put that in the comments, please. And also, don't forget, give me some likes and subscribes. They're always very appreciated as I try to build this little channel. I'm going to take a look today at KYC. Being here in New York, it's one of the worst places you can be for crypto, of course, because it's the apex of evil in many ways. Even though I grew up here and there's things I like about it, it's really a terrible place for crypto because of all the money regulations that exist here and all of the control, that's exercised here since it is the global banking center. This KYC thing was a huge blow to my own crypto existence because I had to stop using Binance. I had to get off of Bittrex, and beyond KYC, just regulations in general between exchanges and New York State and particularly New York City made it impossible really to use any of those exchanges. And I'm coming from back in the day when there was nobody knew what you were doing. You were using local Bitcoin or whatever it was. I was learning back then, so I didn't get to really benefit from all that like many people did. More power to them. Good for them. So the control here in New York is terrible, and the whole KYC thing is obviously such a joke. Protecting the money control, right? As we know. Back in the day, you used to be able to pop into a 7-Eleven, grab a cash card, hit up a local light Bitcoin thing, buy some Litecoins, whatever. That was a different world, and it was all super new. But now everybody wants a piece because it didn't go away. Thankfully, crypto didn't go away, and it's going to continue evolving. But this article, I think it was from, September? Yeah, September. Just saying here, New York among 13 states excluded as Binance US opens for registration. So, Binance made this whole Binance US thing because they had that supposed hack where, what was it, like 7,000 Bitcoins got taken or some, whatever the news story was at the time, And then they made Binance US, which... great. I still can't participate in it. That's the situation, right, with being here in New York and some other states. It's not just New York. New York just happens to be the worst place for many things. Obviously, moving forward with crypto, plans have to be made to not stay here, to move out of here. There are a lot better places to be. Around the world, it's different. A lot of countries are actually extremely crypto-friendly. One country comes to mind is Portugal, which I read about a lot. I was there last year, and it's an awesome place. But it's super crypto-friendly. That's really cool. I was also in Hungary last year as well. There was like Bitcoin ATM machines in Budapest. It's cool to see crypto being available for the regular nobodies that are born into this civilization like myself and like the majority of us humans. New York is just nothing like that at all. It's complete control. It's a controlled city, and they keep putting in bike lanes and keep making it worse and worse to just be a regular person. That being said, of course, I play in a really cool band that exists here and is a product of this place. So is the music we make. But anyway, that's another story. Tell me what your experiences are with this. I'm curious. Around the world, other countries. Look at this article here. Ridiculous crypto regulations are an enemy of Bitcoin. One of the biggest privacy issues in today's society revolves around the use of overreaching Know Your Customer, KYC. I can't stand that. It's so cheesy. KYC. And an anti-money laundering, AML, anti-money laundering. That's hilarious. Despite the fact that many cryptocurrencies were designed to avoid these invasive practices, KYC and AML guidelines bolstered by political parasites and their followers have perverted the original crypto anarchist ideologies espoused by the cypherpunks. I'm in total agreement of that, and it kind of sucks. Look at this, know your customer, anti-money laundering. I mean, I just can't get into this, you know? Anyway, whatever. If people buy into this, it's like, I know the crypto community doesn't buy into this stuff. It's just ridiculous. A Bitcoin war is brewing over KYC. So these are just articles that are around regarding KYC. Every year, Bitcoin faces a new foe intent on crippling it by undermining the foundations it was built upon, from mining cartels to developer disputes. Bitcoin has faced a barrage of threats over the past decade. Battle lines have been drawn. Look at this. Financial Action Task Force issued strict new global standards for crypto assets. Yeah, of course they did, because everything needs to be controlled and taxed, and, you know, it's one big mob reaching into your pockets for the little chunk of change you get in this life. One of my favorite things is when the mainstream spins this whole thing about, oh, the cryptocurrencies are being used for criminal acts. How funny is that? It's like, no, it might be, but cash is what's used for criminal acts, because nothing beats the anonymous transaction potential of cash. I love cash. Cash was the best. It is the best, but it's, you know, disappearing. So that's a funny one, right? I mean, who buys into that? I don't know. Here you go. Just take a look at this. This, of course, for my USA people out there. Ohio is a great state. California, I mean, that would be my first choice just because of the weather. Because, you know, who the hell wants to live in this shitty weather that, like, I live in here in New York? Texas is probably cool. You can probably find a decent spot, especially maybe in western Texas where the geography is really beautiful. Wyoming, Colorado. You know, those are good states. Winter, though. A lot of winter in those states. But yeah, these are the most crypto-friendly states in the union as of now. California, crypto business and consumer protection. Ohio was, I remember there was an article, they were accepting BTC. Well, they weren't really accepting BTC. They were allowing you to pay your taxes with BTC, which was going to BitPay. That was being transferred to dollars into the state of Ohio. But still, that's certainly more of an open forum to being crypto friendly than other states. I think we can all agree on that. Let's keep the global forum going, keep the connection happening. I look forward to hearing what everyone's up to with all this crypto and how you're all fending for yourselves and protecting yourselves and maintaining your own personal liberty and working towards a little bit of personal freedom, you know, through finance. So until next time, have a good one.